I used to think the pause was about choosing my response rather than reacting. It's that and then some. When you don't take the time to just gather your thoughts with yourself being your inner creator, your inner God, your inner spirit, then you are reacting based off of your programming. And your programming might be a voice that isn't even yours. So when you're on this journey of reprogramming yourself and identifying these voices in your head, it's really good to take even more time than necessary to pause. I'm a Taurus Mercury, and that means that I need to sit with my thoughts, and when I do speak, that it is going to be precise and it is going to be a reflection of who I am and an alignment with who I am. So before, when somebody would ask me a question and I'd be like, no, it's fine. Who was that? Who said no, it's fine? Because when I sit down and I gather my thoughts with self and I sit with my higher self, no, it's actually very much not fine. And there's actually things that I need to tell you. But since I was programmed to be the people pleaser is like, no, it's fine, immediate prompt, ready to go. Versus now, if there is something being asked of me, that I can take my time and decide when I would like to respond and how I would like to respond. I can sit down and gather my thoughts, sit down with self and go internal. Sometimes we think we don't need that, especially for the little things, but it's the little things that end up unraveling to become the big things. The thing I'm realizing is when somebody asks me to do something, I need to be more direct. We have contracts for a reason. If you say yes to something and you don't discuss the terms, then you are going to put yourself in a situation that could lead to resentment. Because now you're doing things and you don't know the end, the beginning, the middle. You don't know how long, what it's going to look like, because you just said yes because you want that person to be happy. We need to start taking time to pause and regroup with not only who we are, but who we are becoming. Because if we're not choosing our responses, then we are just reacting based off of previous programming. And that defeats the purpose of the journey to enlightenment and self-discovery and self-love. Because when you love yourself, you're going to check in. When you love yourself, you're going to consider yourself first. Because if you do not consider yourself first, you are going to end up burning down the ship that you are sailing on out of anger and resentment of not being seen and being overlooked and dismissed and not being chosen. And the only reason you would feel that way is because you have not checked in with yourself first. You did not take the time to pause. Please, when you see spirit showing you stop signs, red lights, yellow lights, slowing down, being still, it's because it's signs telling you to pause and regroup with yourself, to not react from the programming that you're accustomed to, but to choose day in and day out every single moment that goes by in your life. As much as you can, be conscious. The minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, being conscious is what gives you the energy to create the life that you desire. But if you are going through life based off of your programming on autopilot, then you are only living in the life that you already have. This is Lozen, your self-love coach, teaching you how to love yourself so that you have more space to love others. As I learn, I pass it on to you so you can learn too.